I hope you have a very great day. And today we are going to work and learn about the most useful tools of Photoshop. As a graphic designer, a professional graphic designer with many years of experience, maybe 70% of my times I just use limited tools of Photoshop. And sometimes I think if a new learner just learn these tools that I bring them here, they can design many professional graphics, and lots of learning problem will be solved. I have taught Photoshop to lots of my colleagues in a very limited time, quickly, and just with these tools. And believe me, if you learn these things with some of the other information that I will give you about Photoshop, like these tabs, you can create lots of graphics without any problem. So let's start. Before starting the tools, learning the tools, let's quickly tell you about some features in Photoshop. For example, file is so easy, new, open. This is the most important things that you should know. Save or save as, close. These are the things that you need to know, and these are I don't think you need to learn generate or share or something like this, just this. And learn the shortcut Control N, Control O. These are the shortcuts. Edit menu. I'm sorry, I'm just quickly going to tell you about these tabs because I'm going to focus on tools. Edit, cut, copy, paste. These are very important things. And Control X, Control C, and Control V. Okay, and Control A is the other thing that I'm going to tell you, which is very important. Image size and canvas size. These are also important in this tab. What are these? With image size, you can change the size here, okay, and change the resolution. And the size are linked together. You can unselect or select this. With canvas, you can change the canvas size. Just this. You shouldn't focus on these features, and these are not important now. Filters are so fun to work with. I suggest you to work with filters. They are so easy, and you should just click like filters in many apps. They are really easy. View, no, it doesn't need to know many things. Just zoom in and zoom out, which I really suggest you to use a shortcut Control plus and Control minus. Okay, the other thing is window. Window are actually all of the tabs, has all of the tabs that you can see here. For example, layers, which is selected, and you can see the layer tab. Properties, you can see the layer properties. Everything that you can see here is also checked. Okay, and if you want to have a tab that is not here, just open the window tab and select it. Okay, the other part is swatches, which is also here. You can find swatches and select it. These are a combination of colors that you can choose, or color which can create your colors easily. The other thing is properties that you will use that in, for example, shape tool. I will teach you later. And layers, which are maybe the most important part of Photoshop. What are these? These are like transparent papers that are on each other, on the other. And for example, this is the new tab, new layer, sorry, new layer. And for example, I will teach you this later, but I'm just going to tell you what are the tab. I'm painting some random ugly black lines, and if I hide or delete this layer, this will be deleted, and you can have multiple of layers. As you can see, multiple of layers. Just this, you shouldn't focus on this. I'm just going to tell you very quickly about these features, and actually learning Photoshop is most of the time by practice. Just work with layers, you will learn deeply. Okay, let's move on the most important part that I'm going to tell you, that are tools. The first one, hand tool, or with a shortcut H. This is the hand tool. With hand tool, you can change the position of your canvas. When it is important, for example, I'm like here zooming out or zooming in. I'm zooming in, Control plus, and pressing H and changing the position of canvas. Okay, just drag it so easily. The other thing, I will try to upload this cheat page and cheat sheet. And this is the other part. The other tool is V or move tool. For example, these are two things where one of them are a text that I'm moving this very easily, and the other thing is a shape and I'm moving this. What the V or move tool moves? The layers. As you can see, it changed the position of layers, and it changed the position of layers. And what is important in this part? Auto select. Auto select. When I'm clicking this, I'm trying to change the position of epixia. I can't. Just the position of the thing that the layer is selected. This is not auto selected, but I'm clicking on auto select, and while this layer is selected, I'm clicking on epixia, and yeah, change it. Anything that I click will be changed in position if I want. Okay, so auto select is important. The other part is M or marquee. This is M or marquee. M and lasso are very similar in function. Marquee has just rectangular and elliptical shape, and with lasso you can create random shapes, whatever you want, and I will tell you. Just keep in mind that marquee and lasso do the same thing. Okay, this is a marquee tool. When clicking and holding the left button of your mouse, this will be appeared, and while holding, don't put your finger off. While holding, you can choose the other part. Just don't choose this too. As a graphic designer with lots of years of experience, actually, I never use this too. These are non-functional. I don't know why Photoshop is still keep them. Okay, this is the rectangular and this is elliptical. So what is this? I choose the previous tool, V, and this is the layer that I'm selected because this is auto select. Okay, again I'm clicking on marquee, and I'm going to choose one of the part of this rectangular and Control X, Control V. So what is this? This is a selecting tool, and you can do whatever you want. Okay, again, for example, you want to paint something. This is just the determined shape, and you can use this. So after you're finishing your work, you want to hide these lines, moving lines. Okay, you want to hide this. this is also very important, and these are same in Marquee, Lasso, and Magic Wand. Three of them have these features. So what are these? This is first, this is the new selection. When you are clicking inside of the rectangle, it will be disappeared. Okay, I will create another one, and when creating the previous one will be deleted and will be hidden or will be unselected. Okay, you can just create one selection at a time. What is this? If you hold the mouse, you can see the name add to selection. As you can see, this is added to selection. Okay, what is this one? This is the subtract one, subtract from selection. I'm clicking on this, and as you can see, this is the subtracted, the part that you are selected. Okay, what is the next? Intersect with selection. I'm clicking on this and choosing, I'm selecting this, and this is the only thing that's selected. Okay, this is very important. So again, I'm going to hide these lines and click on first new selection, and just one click and it will be gone. The other thing that I'm going to teach you is this part. This is a shape. This is not a normal layer. This is a shape. I will teach you later, and you can't you can't edit with Marquee or Lasso or with brush. You can't, for example, you can't, as you can see, you can't brush, you can't paint on that. The other part I want to show you, I want to click on Control X. You can't cut. You can't cut. So we have a shape and we want to select a part of this. What should we do? While you are auto selecting, select this layer. As you can see, this is the selected layer. Right click and rasterize layer. Okay, again, right click, rasterize layer. See, this is now a normal shape, and as you can see, you can cut or you can paint on it. The other part is Lasso. I have taught a lot of Lasso elements and features previously, like these things. But what is Lasso? Just click and another click and another click, and these are actually the selection. Okay, just press escape and it will be hidden or gone. Okay, I'm going to create a very ugly star. Okay, this is how you are closing your shape. As you can see, this is normal, and when this is the line is approaching the first place that your shape started, there is a circle will be appeared here, and just one click and now the shape will be closed, and you can paint whatever you want. Oh, sorry. Okay. And like always, you can unclick, okay, or you can add shape. For example, I'm going to add it. Now it is an uglier star. Or subtract. Or just having a half a star because we are into okay, this is how it works. What is the other thing. Just hold the other lasso tool. Okay, this is very hand tool. Actually, you can create whatever you want, and this will be useful when you have a pen. Okay, the other thing is when I was a kid, I really love this features. Magnetic lasso tool. Just one click, and it has intelligent to select based on the colors. I'm not holding anything. I just moving the mouse very slowly. Okay, as you can see, it is selected whatever I want. Sometimes you just should click to guide it, and it selects very beautifully. Okay, I just clicked once and again. As you can see, it doesn't really select very professionally, but it's very useful when you are going to select shape that is distinguished from the background. It makes your work really easy. Okay, and please keep in mind that it should be very slow moving. When I don't, just as you can see, I move this fast and the selection is horrible, so I should click on delete to go back. Okay, and now I'm moving this slowly and help this feature to work. Okay, again a circle will be appeared, and just one click and the face is now selected. Okay, the other part is free transform. Free transform is also what I really use most of the time, every day. This is our shape, and how we can have this free transform. Just click on lasso, click right click, yes, while this layer is selected, and click on free transform. Okay, now you can change the size. So again, I'm going to teach you again. While this layer is selected, right click and free transform. Press the shift, so it will be in a scale. So this is very useful. Trust me, this is very useful. Please learn these things. And the other thing is just I right click again, and these are something that I tell you is Q, sorry. And with this I will deform it. What did I do? Right click, skew. And perspective, it creates a perspective illusion. Actually, it's perspective. And these are something that you can create curves. See how I'm changing the shape. Okay, and when you are done with editing, just double click or enter. I know why double click didn't work, but enter and double click will work. Okay, and again I'm going to show you the other thing with free transform. Right click while lasso is selected, free transform, and flip horizontal, flip vertical, rotate 90 degree. Okay, and when this is here, you can see you can rotate. Please learn these things, very useful. Okay, magic wand. This is a magic wand. Maybe you have quick selection is chosen in your Photoshop, but just hold the right button and click on magic wand. This is very useful also. Before that, V, selecting a layer. When you are going to work on a layer, on a painting, on a shape, whatever in Photoshop, the layer should be selected. Okay, so again, I'm selecting this and clicking on magic wand or W. So what does this do? I'm clicking on a part of this painting and as you can see, the same colors are selected. With tolerance, you can add or remove the the tolerance. Actually, one click and a wider range of colors are selected. Okay, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z. I reduce the tolerance, and this is less. Again, this is less. So with this part, you can do this. And again, these are the same. When I'm clicking on this, the other part will be off, and you can subtract, or you can just click on one thing. Okay, this is also really important. For example, you want to change a part of this shape, portrait. This is one of my painting. You want to, I'm clicking on here. You want to change the color, brush. Actually, you shouldn't make this black, okay, but whatever. Okay, you can change the color. Selecting a part of your painting, and how to remove the lines. Again, while this is selected or while this is selected and new selection is selected, just one click in the inside of the shape. Back to our canvas. The other thing is crop. I guess you already know the crop. See, I guess because of recording this page, I can crop, but crop is changing the canvas manually. Because I'm recording my screen, I can crop. I'm sorry, but I guess you know what crop does. The other thing that I'm going to tell you is eyedropper tool with eye. You are going to paint, you are going to create a shape, whatever, and you want, for example, this kind of blue, and while this is selected, just one click and brush. Okay, what is this? Because the layer is under. Okay, I guess there is something. Okay, something was selected and I couldn't paint outside of the selected part. So this is exactly the color of blue, that color of blue, or this brown. Okay, and this is exactly that kind of brown. This is useful. We have selected a part of our image, and I'm going to have the same red or a gray red color here, and we are using eyedropper and crop are the same in many software and applications, so I guess you already know this. Okay. The other part that I'm going to tell you, the other tool, is brush. Brush is very refreshing part of Photoshop. Creating a new layer, because we are going to work on a new layer, and I'm clicking on brush, and in here, or with right clicking on the canvas, you can have lots of brushes and you can upload lots of brushes. Just search brush, Photoshop brush or Procreate brush or whatever you want, and you will see lots of free and premium brushes that you can download or buy. Brushes, and you have wider freedom, more freedom when you are using pen. And now I'm not using pen, so I can show you that how beautifully you can use a pen and brushes. And for example, all the paintings are done with brushes, actually, of course. And in here you can change the color and use them. And with opacity, you can change the opacity. Okay. The other part is eraser. Selecting this layer, eraser, and okay, you can delete whatever you want. No, not this one. Okay. The other thing is paint bucket. So what is paint bucket? Selecting this, I'm going to change the color, and with G or paint bucket, just changing the color. And with gradient, oh, this is very beautiful. With gradient, just hold your left button of your mouse, and while holding, click on gradient. In here, you can change the colors. I use the preset colors, but you can choose when clicking. What did I do? Clicking here, you can change the colors. Okay, I just select here, and for example, choose this color, and now we have this gradient. And what are we going to do? I click on magic wand. I'm going to select this rectangular and select the gradient and just draw a line, and as you can see, this is what is appeared. Okay, so the next part is T or text, which is pretty obvious. This is the tab. This is my channel. Please subscribe, please. I will teach you lots of things and will create lots of images and portraits and painting. Thank you. This is the bold, making this bold, making this italic, capital, yeah, lines here, lines in the middle. Okay, and in this part with glyphs, some of the fonts has some options that is very funny to work with. For example, these are the options, and for example, for X, please show me where are the X. Here we have just one. For P, okay, this is the other P that you can create lots of typography with glyphs. If you don't have, just click on window and choose glyphs. Okay, the other thing is shape or U. This is here. One of these should be appeared here, and while holding the left key, choose one of these things. Let's start from rectangular. Okay, we can change the fill color and changing the stroke and changing stroke size. Okay, changing it, actually it should be bigger to yeah, this is how it will be like. Okay, and with these things you can choose the alignment. Okay, these things are actually other options. The other thing is ellipse, which is, and polygon, which are very obvious. But I want to tell you about rounded, rectangular here. In Properties tab, you can change the curve angles. See, changing it. And if you unclick it, you can change the angles just in one part. See? And again, you can change the color of stroke, color of fill, and any of this. And all, again, adding gradient or even shapes. Oh, fun, huh? Okay, and I want to come back and tell you, oh no, sorry again. The other part is line. With this part, you can add way and create lines. I created this line with this tool. Or, okay, as you can see, when you are increasing and enhancing the way, it will be different. And again, changing the fill and stroke colors. Okay. And in here, if you click on the outer part, you can see the stroke will be appeared in the outer part. And the other thing is custom shape tool, which are very fun to work with. When clicking on here, you can see the shapes, and there are lots of shapes. A heart. Press the shift, hold the shift, and it will be in scale. And changing the fill color, everything. Okay, this is a heart, and this is very funny to work with. The other thing that I'm going to go back and work on the text is blending options, which are really useful in typography. Epixia, this is what I'm selected here, and while selecting this, right click on the layer, not rasterizing the type, blending options. Okay, you can work a lot with this one. And in another video, I have taught you lots of actually features of this part. I have taught you the typography and the text effect completely. Just please watch this video. This is on the playlist. And yeah, this is also very useful. And for more information, watch the other video that I have taught you, the text effects. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that you have learned a lot. Please rewatch this if you want to learn other things, and comment and ask me whatever you want, whatever question you have. I will answer quickly. Thank you, have a great day, and bye bye.